Every thought deserves its moment. This is Overthinking Out Loud. Grab a drink, lean in, and let's overthink it together. Out loud.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's been a minute. Welcome back to Overthinking Out Loud. I'm Jamie.
I'm Jess.
And we're feeling a little bit millennial.
We're feeling extra millennial this week. We've obviously taken some time. We've been fully in life, for better or worse. And we just really want to talk about being a millennial in this world, day and age. I feel like there's been a lot that's come up for us since we last recorded of like just all the shit that's happening and why millennials low-key are fucked. And also like what we're doing to like mitigate the fuckiness of it all. That's a new word.
Yeah.
Fuckiness. I like
The
that.
fuckiness.
Yeah, the fuckiness.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Like, I mean, that's not to say the younger generations like Gen Z, Gen Alpha aren't also looking at a brutal future.
No, we're just talking about millennials
But
today.
we're just talking about ourselves.
Yes.
Because
let us take a moment.
This is our podcast, okay? So we're just gonna talk about ourselves. Yeah, I mean, so this kind of came up recently because my husband was reading this article and he's like, look at this article. It's calling millennials functionally poor. And I was like, you're kidding. You're kidding, right? Like, I mean, why do we get all the bad like labels?
We do. We genuinely tell me a good label.
Like somehow we're the source of everybody's problems.
Genuinely.
I don't know. We're just like, we're unbothered. I feel like we're just like,
I'm in my own lane. Everyone just wants to like peek over, like swim lanes. This is what I believe in. Like genuinely, millennials have a clear swim lane. All these people are bobbing and weaving under our swim lane, making waves, doing crazy things, and we're just trying to go from one side of the pool to the other.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and the most chill way possible.
On our backs with a floaty.
Yeah. But the floaty has a hole in it. We keep sinking.
Yeah, so. And we're just like trying to like like genuinely like, the whole time huffing and puffing. And people are just like pushing waves.
Yeah.
That's how I view millennials at this moment. So
yeah, it's weird. I mean, I think we've like touched on this before. This isn't the first time that we've talked about like some of the pains of being a millennial. And I think we've also we did like an entire episode about like owning things, assets and stuff like that. If y'all remember, I have none. So if that doesn't scream millennial. But yeah, I mean, like just more and more lately, I feel like it's just like in your face that our current system is broken. And there's also like not really that much that we can do about it. We're just at the mercy of the economy and politics and the other generations. Like there's just so many things. Employers. And so a lot of times I feel like we have grown up in an environment where we're being told by like our parents and our grandparents and everyone, like there's like this checklist. You go to college, you get your degree, you get a good job, you work at that job for a very long time, you get married, you have kids, you buy a house. Like there's this path.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever play the game of life?
Yeah.
Where you had your little car and you'd spin the wheel and it would tell you like how much money you made and what you were doing and how many kids you were going to have.
What your job was. And then if you got like the janitor and you were making like the less than like, you know what I mean? Like it literally is actually pretty fun.
And I used to play that game all the time. Like, it was like one of my favorite board games. And I was always like, you know, trying to get the best job possible and like all the kids and the biggest house. And like, it's just so funny because when you think about it now, you're like, literally,
could care less.
Could care less / I have none of that.
And honestly, and everyone's like, oh, like 30s, your 30s, like you should have it quote unquote all figured. Oh, I had 4 kids when I was 30 and I was at my job for over 20 years and yada yada.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's this roadmap that was tried and true for everyone else, but it's really not working out for a lot of our generation. Like, I think
No.
we're all, I mean, I shouldn't overgeneralize, but I think mostly we're all struggling.
Yeah, I mean, in one way or another, we all are. Like, whether that's your, financially, whether that's honestly even mentally, of like all the shoulds that you have in your
Mhm.
head, and like, um, that could also just be like, I wish I was at a different spot that I am, but I can't get there because of the roadblocks that are in my way that I have no control over.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that's like in a lot of ways where the functionally poor comes in,
Yeah.
which I thought was unfortunately a really good descriptor. But basically being functionally poor just means that you have like the degree, like you went to school, you got the degree, you started applying for jobs, you got the job, but then you still just feel like you can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Like you're one emergency away from being broke, or
Losing your
like,
job.
or like you're one layoff round away.
Yeah.
All these companies doing layoffs
Hmm.
specifically because of, I mean, like mostly AI these days,
Yeah.
but for other reasons as well. But like, yeah, you're just like one layoff away from just crashing and burning and having to move back in with your parents if you're lucky enough to do that, you know?
Yeah. No, it's so true. It's absolutely true. I-
And the cost of things only continues to rise, as we all know. It's like everyone feels the pain of it, right?
mhm.
Like groceries that used to cost, like spending $100 on groceries in the past, I was like,
You got a
wow,
fuck ton.
baller move. Like I just got everything.
Literally, I didn't skimp out. I got not only got my Cheez Its, but I got my Milanos.
Yeah.
I got all my
You
snack
got a big
food.
handle of liquor for that party you're gonna throw.
Oh, right.
And now it's
And the
like,
good top and the top shelf. Like
top shelf,
maybe
close
yeah,
to top shelf.
close to top shelf. That's just on one level below Jose
Yeah, yeah.
Cuervo.
I feel like back in the day, it was like, oh, we didn't get top shelf, but we got 3 handles of like the mid to low tier.
And you're like,
Uh, but yeah, now it's like, oh, I got some eggs, some bread, a bottle of wine, and some cheese, and it's $100.
no, genuinely. I don't think I have literally spent any like I don't go to the grocery store very often, but when I do, I when was I? Oh, I was getting stuff for literally Saturday. I was like basic we
We
had a
hung out on Saturday.
sorry, context is important.
Yeah.
We hung out on Saturday. Um and it was just a small get together. It wasn't even a big thing. I got like some chips. I got some tequila high noons
Mhm.
and a salad and sandwiches, and I walked out of there like $200 and I was like,
Crazy.
this is so disgusting.
It's crazy. And you're like, you're spending your whole paycheck on like all these little things. Like in I think it was May or something. I was looking at like all my costs. I was like, why did I spend so much money? And it was like a couple of people's birthdays and like random gatherings. And it seriously just like cut so much into the money that I had available for the month. And I was like, oh my gosh, like people need to stop getting older at this point.
We're done
We
with
gotta stop killing
birthdays.
people off at this point. Well, yeah, we could also stop at the birthdays. I guess I went 0 to 1,000.
Like
We have to
actually,
start killing people.
there's too many people. There's too many people to celebrate. Let's just kill them all. Honestly, where are we burying the bodies?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
truly. But yeah, this like functionally poor thing, it really stuck with me because it is so unfortunate. And there's like article after article. Like if you go online and you search like millennials functionally poor, it's just like article after article about how screwed we all are.
That's the thing. It's like, and something I've noticed, and I'm sure you have too. It's like I'm always on the search, everybody. So like, and everyone should be. Like, if you're looking at something you want to, that's I'm. Everyone should be on a job search. But for me, like the salary bands for like, especially in events. Like, I'm just speaking events at this point. I
Yeah.
don't know about anybody else's profession. Sorry, I've been in it for over fucking 15 years. This is all I'm thinking about. But like in events, like it has gotten better. I will say that, but like it's not as good as where it needs to be for the
Mhm.
job that we're doing. Like it is a high stress job. You have to have very specific skills, and they're asking for the job descriptions are asking for all this experience, all this thing, an MBA. Why do I need an MBA to plan an event? I don't fucking know. To be honest, like, that's insanity to me.
Mhm.
Like, you're lucky I have a bachelor's, like, fuck off. Like, it's all about experience and everything that you've done in the past and, like, getting yourself in there is my genuine opinion.
Yeah.
But with all of that, it's like things are getting more expensive, but yet they're expecting you to do more in your job and getting paid not enough to sustain the lifestyle and continue to grow. Like,
Mhm.
even if you and that's why people are job hopping at this point too. It's
Mhm.
like I can't you staying at a company for longevity isn't gonna make you more money. You have to jump. You're gonna get that 3% raise, maybe.
Mhm.
So you have to move on.
Yeah, and I feel like we get a lot of flack for job jumping.
Yes.
Um my like for context, my grandpa was at the same job for like 40 years. My dad has been at the same company for 45 years. And I think the longest I've ever been at a job was in events. I like 4 years, I
That's pretty
think.
good.
I
Mine's
think was
3.
4 years. And it's because you start to find that it's actually a better move for you to make more money and grow professionally if you do go to a different company, because companies for whatever reason like don't value their employees. I mean, for a lot of reasons, I guess they don't value their employees, but what I've never understood is that I'm asking you for, let's say, a 4% raise and you tell me no, we can't afford that. Okay, well then I'm going to go find a new job that pays you more money. And then guess what? You're going to have to rehire for my position at a higher salary.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
guess what?
Mhm.
You're already underpaying me.
Mhm.
You're underpaying me, and then you won't give me a raise. This would still leave me underpaid, let's be
Yep.
honest.
But I was
But
willing.
but then when I leave, you're just gonna hire somebody at like, what, 20K more than I ever made? I've never understood that. Like, I'm like, what is the benefit here? Am I missing something? If people understand business and why that is like so common for businesses to rather just rehire than to give someone a raise and or promotion within the company, I want to know
Please,
what
like,
it is. What am I missing
are y'all
here?
cooking the books? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, like, do you get, like, a write-off for me leaving? I don't understand.
Right.
Anyway, it just sucks
Yeah.
because I was on, LinkedIn, and you know how they just, like, randomly they'll show you, like, positions that other people have liked or looked at, and there was a job for a, an events specialist that was hiring for $42,000 a year.
How do you live off $42,000
You
a
don't.
year?
The answer is you don't.
You live with your parents and then they also pay for your groceries. You can't have a car, so, like, fuck that.
Yeah, or you have, like, some other source of income or another person
Yeah,
that you that
you have to have two side hustles.
yeah, exactly. And it's just, like, it's actually insulting when I see positions like that. I'm like, "You really value people so little that you think that they deserve that little money?" Like, that's really insane to me.
The fact that they even put that together and they're like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
this feels
those are
good."
the salaries that you wanna hide. Those are the ones where, like, you wait until they get until the final round, you're like, "And we
So it's
offer
actually
$42,000 a year. You're our final option here. You're our final,
candidate.
candidate."
We really love to have you on the team.
It's
But,
crazy.
our benefits package is really good. You have to pay $300 a month for your benefits, and, also you have to pay for your own work computer, but that's fine because we give you a $12 stipend for Wi-Fi. Like, it's just, like, so stupid, and it's ridiculous, and they think that we're supposed to be loyal to these companies?
Or grateful for their quote unquote benefits. Like, come on now. Come on now.
The eye rolls.
The
Like, I
eye
could not
rolls.
eye roll harder.
Yeah, and it's just I think that's one of the big I would say it's probably like a combo of millennials and Gen Z, because Gen Zs now are, also feeling the
Which
the pressure because yeah,
Mhm.
Gen Z's all like in their 20s now and out of college and figuring out that the job market's not that great and they can't afford anything. And one of the reasons why, like, I mean, we all kind of know why corporations don't really value their employees. It's because they value their investors and they put more, I guess, emphasis and priority into making sure their investors are making money versus making sure that they have a work culture, benefits, and salaries that actually make sense and um are like, I guess, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, my what I'm trying to say is like it's just not insulting. Like it actually just makes sense. But right now corporations are still like in this crazy camp of like, no, it's a privilege to work for us. It's a
They're
privilege
like
to like make
gaslighting
this
us to think
salary.
that like we're like you should be grateful that you even have a job here, and you're like,
And
listen,
okay,
I don't want to fucking work. Can we just say that?
yeah, like don't get me wrong, like grateful I have a job, whatever, right? Like
I need to make money, I guess. Yeah,
yes.
sure, okay.
But ultimately, does anyone really want to be like working for the rest of their life?
And actually, this is a good segue because like this is now the millennial. This is the millennial switch. I think.
Hmm.
Like
Tell me more.
I feel like our parents. What's the generation?
Well, it depends.
Are they X?
Gen X is the generation behind millennials, and then is there a generation between Gen X and boomers?
Is it Gen Y? No, Gen. No, because
No.
Gen Alpha is Gen Z. Guys, we should look this up. But what I'm saying is that it was so glamorized to be loyal to a company. It was so glamorized to like have a specific career and do all these things and like work for the man and like whatever. And I think there's part of us that like that and I as millennials and I think a majority of millennials like we're looking for passion. We're looking for like how in the midst of all of this shit that we were handed the shit sandwich of a pandemic, the shit sandwich of all of like the compounding shit storms that had nothing to do with us,
Hmm.
that have affected our lives for the worse.
And have been decided by people who are much older than us, but also don't trust us to make our own decisions either.
Well, I mean, again, yeah, just look at the landscape of the politicians in our world and the ages. I'm just saying, like, with all of that, the decisions that are getting made that directly affect our lives like at this point we're just sitting in it like there's nothing we can do at this point besides do our best and we vote and we do all the things and what have you but at the end of the day like we have to make the decisions for ourselves in our own
Hmm.
lives and I think that the millennials now are like I want to have a passion. I want to live my life in the moment, in the present. Like, we're no longer doing, like, what's your 10-year plan? Listen, if I got an interview question that says, what is my 10-year plan? I would be out. I legitimately would be like, we're not the same. Because, like, do you know what you're doing in 10 years? I certainly don't know what I'm doing in 10 years. Like,
Uh, Honestly, I feel like when I was younger, I had a 10-year plan, but now that I'm older, it's just so far. It feels so far away, and I feel like the landscape is changing so quickly that like, how can I even have a 10-year plan? Like,
how
at
can
all?
you
How
have a
is that
10-year
possible?
plan?
And so actually,
The
you
wind
you
changes and something happens. Like, I,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, no, truly. Like, I feel like millennials have gotten really good at thinking on their feet in a way
Yes.
and pivoting.
Yes.
Um,
We're really good at change, I will say.
we have to be.
Yeah.
And there's this like concept that has started, or I guess like a trend that's called a grounded optimism.
Mhm.
And it's essentially like instead of a 10-year plan, what do I foresee for myself in the next like year, 2 years max?
Yeah.
And it's all like kind of fluid goals, not like I need to have this concrete thing and
It's not a
like
smart goal.
yeah,
Whatever they
yeah,
call it.
it is smart goal.
A smart
Oh, smart goals. No, but truly, like it's one of those situations in which it's basically like more approachable way to plan for the future.
Mhm.
And so yeah, they're calling it grounded optimism, and I was like, wow, didn't even know there was a term for what I've been doing, but
I love that term. Like, you just have like, we are grounded in the moment because if you can't plan out, like, it's actually genuinely impossible to plan out.
Mhm.
It's like the market's crazy. Oh, invest. Oh, okay, and the market tanks. And you're like, woo! And it's like,
Great. Lost
luckily,
that
I just
money.
lost all my money. Sick. And like, do you know what it's just like it's so volatile right now that it's like, let's just invest in ourselves at
Yeah,
this point.
exactly. So that's the other part of grounded optimism is that essentially you're not like as I kind of already touched on, you're not focusing on I'm going to be like a CEO in 9 years and I'm going to have like it's not necessarily quantifiable.
Yeah.
They're goals that focus on your like sanity and well-being
Yep.
and living life to the fullest. And I'm all for that
I'm all for that. Clearly.
because I spent most, if not all, of my 20s and before, of course, like just focused on all of these quantifiable goals. And like I equated, getting like a director level job to success in life.
You
And
were directly tied to like a quantifiable goal. Like your personal outlook of who you are as a human being was
yeah,
tied to a quantifiable outcome. That's
yeah,
crazy
I
pants.
know, I know. It was like my identity was so closely tied to it. And it's so funny because like you hear all the time when people are on like they're like in hospice and like they're about to pass away, the thing that they always say is that they wish they had spent more time doing pretty much anything except for working and like spending money. It's like I wanted to, like I wish I had traveled more. I wish I had spent more time with my family and my friends and like it's all qualitative versus like quantitative stuff. And so
Absolutely.
it's just really it's like
Nobody was
now
like, "Oh, I
we're
wish
just
I
like
had more money." Well,
I mean, what are you gonna do with it at this point,
well,
right? Like you're
on the deathbed,
dying.
people are
You're
like,
on
"I
your
wish I had more
deathbed.
money." But
Yeah. And so I think that like I personally I feel like if I if I brought grounded optimism to my parents, they'd be like, "Girl, are you okay?"
blink twice if
Like,
you need
"No, no,
medication.
actually, you do need all of these things. Like, you do need a good job and a 401k and, like, all of this stuff, like, you do need to go buy a house at one
Because
point,
it
and
benefited them.
it benefited them,
It
and it
does not
worked for
benefit us
them.
right now.
When my parents bought their house in Scottsdale in 1993, they spent $130,000. Their home's now worth well over $1,000,000. We don't have that luxury anymore.
Guess what? We're buying the $1,000,000 home for your
Yeah, we're buying that
$130,000
million
home.
dollar home. That's exactly what we're having to do.
Yeah.
With,
The same
terrible
s
interest rates.
honestly, but the same salary, genuinely, it's probably the same salary.
It's not less, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, with if you, like
Right, the same
the
with
equivalent the
inflate
equivalent, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
And so, it's just so funny because like, more than once, because like, of course, I value what my parents have
mhm,
to say, like, they've lived full lives, they have a lot of wisdom to instill upon me. Like I'm not trying to discredit anything that they have to say. And I know that they just care, right? Like they just want me to be taken care of because they're not going to be around forever and they want to know that I'm going to be okay. And I'm like, genuinely, like, I don't know. But I'm also not going to spend all my time being depressed and angry and feeling wronged by the world. Like I need to find like a groundedness in who I am and what I want and go do those things that I want to do. Have the experience, go on the trip, see that
yeah.
concert. And I feel like you and I are really good at that.
We
We
find really good balance.
prioritize that.
We do, like, we work hard, play hard, and, like, I live by that.
Yeah. I I have people be like, "You're going on another trip?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean,
Why the fuck not?
why wouldn't I? This sound like it's fun and like it fuels me, you know."
Mm.
And so yeah, it's just been it's interesting because I have on more than one occasion been like, "Remember when you said that you just wanted me to be happy? This is just kind of where I'm at."
Yeah.
Like we just don't have the luxury of being able to afford all of the things that you were able to do. And like maybe I don't actually want to own X, Y, and Z. And like maybe I don't need to be a CEO, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
The goalposts have moved. Like, I feel like instead of this glorification of what success looks like, and it almost seemed like a blanket statement back in the day of like, "This is what success looks like," and everyone's like, "Yeah,
Mm.
that's what success looks like."
Yeah, yeah,
And then we're like, "Wait a minute, like that sounds good in theory, but it's unattainable." So now we have to find our own success in our own lanes, in our own lives, and that success is, you know, our side hustles genuinely. Like it's
yeah,
our passions on the side.
yeah.
It's our values. It's our people. Again, less about a shared success outlook and more about individualizing what success means to every single person. And
Mhm.
success, the word kind of fucking sucks. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like this word success means nothing. Like what it means to you and what it means to me, what it means to Joe Schmo down the street is very different.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting that people use the same word in the same context because I think when I say, "Oh, that's successful," I mean it from my point of view.
Mhm.
Like I don't mean it from your point of view. I couldn't understand what your point of view of success would look like.
Mhm.
But I'm reflecting it on you. I'm reflecting it. We're reflecting it on a whole generation. We're reflecting it on all these things. But at the end of the day, like, I actually don't even fuck with success. Like, I just want to feel good. I just want to be like, I'm happy. I just want to be like, I'm chilling. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm feeling happy with myself. Like, I'm not successful to me means like, I'm not worried every day.
Mhm.
I'm in a good state of mind. I'm feeling like I am not like, I don't have anxiety. I'm like, those are the types of things that I feel is success versus like a generalized thing of like, be a CEO,
Mhm.
like make the money. And you're like, I actually could give fuck all about that.
Yeah. And that's not to say there aren't millennials who, like, value that,
Right.
because they do. Like, I have friends who, like, have the house, have the boat, have the cars, have the everything, right?
Just
Like,
talking about
and
me.
that's what, well, you do have all those things too, but
It's
no,
just,
no, no, no.
I'm
No.
just kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
you are a good example. You do have a lot of, like, great things. You and your husband have been, like, very, very,
I'm
like,
going to put that one on
focused,
Chris.
very
That was not me. I'm going to
very
be honest.
financially responsible, very, like, I feel like Chris knew from, like, 10 years old. He's like, "This is what my life's gonna look like." And
That
and
man,
and then he
no,
literally built it. He built it brick by brick.
that
Good for
man
him.
had a fucking 60-year plan out the womb, dude.
And some
Like,
people are like that, and for some people, it's still working, and I just think for other
it's been
people, it's
working
just,
for
like,
him. I'll say
not,
that.
and so, and
That's not
it's
me.
funny, but, like, I do think also there's, like, the underbelly of it all, right?
Yeah,
Like, the millennials who do, quote, "have it all," maybe they don't, like, maybe they actually don't own any of those things.
true. They
Maybe
may
they
look like
have
it.
loans, and maybe they have mortgages,
Credit
and
card
maybe
debt.
they have credit card debt,
Yeah,
but on the surface, they have all the things that they want, and so, but, like, maybe that's just what they value more, like, it's less about
well, that's the thing.
all the money they owe and more about, like, well, I just want to enjoy this while I can.
That's the thing. It's like, what do they? And it goes back to values of
Yeah.
like we're all value driven
Yeah.
for ourselves and not a blanket statement. But yeah, actually, going on a tangent though, it was so funny though. Like, I think when I first met Chris, I was literally nomadic. Like, I had maybe like 2 bags of clothes. I had a barely had a car.
Not a single piece of furniture to your name.
No, zero. I don't. I didn't. I owned nothing. I was just like, I'm here. Oh my god,
Did
so
that did
funny.
that stress you out, or was there some freedom to it?
No, I never felt stressed out about that for whenever. Why didn't I? I feel like I should have, but I, why was I don't know. I guess it just wasn't. When I think back about it, I was like, I'm like, yeah, I was definitely in my 20s, to say the least. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't care at all. But I guess I always had like the driving force, like you need a job, you need a job, you need a job. So I guess there's that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't own shit to my name,
Yeah.
zero. No,
I still don't.
and that's it. That's real life. Like he didn't. I came with like a lot of like financial baggage. I think like just from school and uh loans and shit like that.
Mhm.
And he's been working the entire time and obviously been very financially responsible and frugal. And like, he just knew that he knew the right steps to make at the time. And that's not everybody. That's not real life, to be honest. Like, I
Mhm.
genuinely don't feel like that's real life. He
Mhm.
just was.
Yeah. I also feel a little bit like if you made important financial decisions prior to the pandemic, like you were set. Or even in the first year of it,
No,
like
genuinely.
you're good to go.
No,
It
genuinely.
was after the first year when everything really started to go
It's
downhill.
luck. Like, if you were able to do the things that you were able to do before the pandemic, like, we got lucky.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm not saying like, "Oh, we had an epiphany. Oh, buy it now." Like, no, like, it was luck. It was straight up luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And now the state that is going to be uninhabitable by like 2050 because it's going to get so hot is somehow also too expensive to live in. I don't know
And
how
we're
that
gonna run out of
works.
water.
We're going to run out of water. But don't worry, we got high rises going up on every corner.
Literally every corner.
And that's what's crazy too is that like the reason why they're building so many of these like condos and stuff is because that's literally all millennials can afford, even if they can afford that, is an
It's
apartment.
it's rental. We're all renting apartments at this point because we can't afford homes. Like, it's insanity.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Yeah. And so, I wouldn't like in a lot of ways I wouldn't trade being a millennial. I like it. I'm also like a zillennial a
You
little
are
bit.
kind of a
I'm right on
zillennial.
the cusp.
Yeah.
I'm right on the cusp. Because like the Gen Z started in 1995, beginning of 1995.
Okay.
So I was like right at the kind of part, but I also grew up with millennials. So I feel
Right.
more millennial than Gen Z
Yeah,
anyway.
you're part of the millennial club. Don't even
Yeah.
worry about it.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't trade it. Like I think yeah, there's a lot of things that suck and there's a lot of like you can really get in the weeds of like how bad things really are and how like you're never going to be able to afford anything ever.
But also, who gives a shit? Who cares? Like,
Yeah, again, like that's kind of where we're all going with the grounded optimism. Like I care more about my mental health.
yes.
Check. That's one of my check boxes.
Yeah.
I care more about spending time like quality time with my friends and family. Check.
Check.
Get to check that box. Like
Yeah.
that's my checklist.
Yes.
And I'm working through that checklist.
Yes.
Um and I'm working through like honestly kind of rewiring my brain because I think a lot of my 20s I spent really trying to follow in like my dad's footsteps or like our older generation's
Sure.
footsteps and really trying to make these things work. And now I'm like, I got to rewire my brain because that's just not, it shouldn't be that important to me anymore anyway. Like
Yeah.
there are
I
so
don't
many
feel
other
that way. That
cool
doesn't resonate with
things.
me. Like,
Yeah.
it does not serve me to have that be my reality
Yeah.
and what I hold
Like
myself to.
exactly.
Like, no. I don't.
And I think our generation is in good hands if we focus more on being grounded in our values and focusing more on like community.
1,000%. Like, that's what's gonna push us through.
Mhm.
Genuinely, all this chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I know.
Because truly, even just this year, I'm like, what? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? So many changes.
So much changes. Like,
Yeah. And I feel like even by the end of this year, we're gonna get on the pod and be like, well, here's all these things that have happened
no,
just in
like,
the last couple of months.
in the last couple months, it's
Yeah.
like things can change so much in a year. Like, the timeline from 10 to 5 is now like 24. It's 24 months at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I meant
Who
25
knows? Maybe
years.
I'll be getting my master's degree in a couple months because everybody requires it now.
Well, I'm just going into
Didn't know I
further
need a
debt.
master's degree to work at a grocery store.
Yep. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, so because we haven't done this in a really long time,
Yeah.
we're gonna do hot takes.
Hot takes.
I mean, I feel like this entire episode is a little bit of a hot take, but I have a hot take, which maybe isn't so much a hot take. I don't know. This is one that I've been sitting on, and every time I talk about it, I just get rageful.
Let's go.
I don't know. You might know which one I'm gonna talk about, but my hot take is bring back hair nets. Bring them back. I am so sick of finding hair in my food. The amount of hair I find in my food is outrageous. I would say probably 8 times out of 10 that I eat out, I find a hair in my food.
That's kind of a lot.
It's a lot. No, it's, like, actually disgustingly a lot. And, like, when I say hair, it's not always, like, a head hair, it could be, like a fibrous hair of something that got on there, an animal hair. Like, I do have animals, so it's not always, like, the place that I got my food from, whose fault it is, but I would say, okay, focusing mostly on, like, a food service,
Yeah.
I would say probably about 50% of the time I find hair in my food, which
That's
is
still a lot.
really high.
It's a really
And
high.
I don't know who decided that hair nets, like, weren't needed anymore and, like, weren't
Yeah, are they not needed
appropriate.
anymore? Like,
When
I
was the
remember
last time you saw someone wear a hairnet? Like, at a food service establishment, whether it's, like, a cafe or a restaurant or even, like, fast casual type of place, like, literally no one wears them anymore. Sometimes you see people wearing a hat. Guess what? Guess what? The hat doesn't do anything. Your hair still falls out of your head. And, like, I
Man, no, I
remember when I
haven't.
was in
I'm
the
trying
food
to
service,
rack
you
my
had to
brain.
have, like, a hairnet and a hat on, and you couldn't have a beard if you worked in the kitchen.
No, you had to get the beard the
You had to
beard
have a
thing.
beard mask or you had to have it short.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know what happened, but I am so sick of it. And honestly, like hairnets aren't uncool. Hairnets are sanitary. Okay? So if I ever have to serve food, I'm fine to wear a hairnet. I literally do not care. I will wear a hairnet. I'm so sick of finding hair in my food. It's disgusting. It makes me feel gross. I can't finish my food. I already have a weird phobia of hair that's not attached to your body. So it makes it even worse that I find it in my food all the time.
That's all.
It's
I'm still
disgusting.
shook about the amount. I mean, am I not looking hard enough?
I don't know what it is. I think it's a combination of people not looking hard enough slash I might be cursed.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, it's disgusting.
I think I
Like
need to look harder.
I think a lot of people are consuming a lot of hair. Yeah.
Dude,
I think you're eating a lot of hair
I think I'm eating a lot of
because I'm
hair.
finding a lot of hair in my food. And I am done. I'm done. Bring back hairnets.
And honestly, why not? Like, we use gloves. We use.
Do we?
Mm.
Do we use gloves anymore? I don't know that we use gloves anymore either. That's weird. That's weird. Everything that makes food service sanitary is gone.
And then,
Y'all, we lived
didn't
through a
we just
pandemic.
didn't we just get from COVID? Like, I'm confused. Like, have we not learned anything? Have we not learned?
We haven't.
Apparently not.
That's the
Apparently we just
answer.
need
We
to get
have
another
not.
fucking like hantavirus or some shit that was
No. The parasite diarrhea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also that they're like, oh, actually, it wasn't Taco Bell.
Oh my gosh, right? It would never be our Lord and Savior Taco Bell. I knew it from the beginning, Taco Bell. Don't worry. I knew it wasn't you.
No, we love you. We love you, Taco Bell.
But yeah, that's my hot take. And I stand by that.
Honestly,
I'm
it's
sick
a
of
good
it.
hot take.
It's disgusting. Bring back hairnets and the gloves to food service.
Honestly, can we not be gross? Can we just be normal? Like you're feeding people. It's disgusting. I'm in for this hot take.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that you're
I'm standing on it.
yeah, you're standing on business with
I'm
me.
standing on business.
All right, what's yours?
My number one thing is like people's lack of urgency. Okay, and this comes from like talking, like people not talking like fast enough for me.
Oh no.
And it's like when you notice something happens, right? And you're like, I would go ahead and step in on the situation and like do something about it. Nobody else. Like the lack of urgency to get things done is zero, right?
Mm.
For a lot of people. And like I'm trying to think of like the best case scenario for like to get like
Wait, so like why do you think that do you think this has always been a thing or do you think like it's lately? And if it is lately, why do you think that? Like why do you think people have a lack of urgency?
I think it's, like, maybe it's me, like, maybe it's a me thing, like like, why can't we just get it done? Like, why
Mm.
can't we just make the decision and move on? Like,
Yeah.
why are we standing in this limbo of like, oh, maybe we should, oh, maybe, wait, why?
I feel like part of that in this specific situation that you're talking about, part of it is people are so afraid to like offend somebody else.
Mm,
They're like, "Oh, like I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Like I don't want them to feel like they don't matter, like their opinion isn't like um acknowledged, you know?" Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
Like I feel
do.
like that lack of urgency um specifically when people are just like, "Oh, I don't know. Like let's like marinate on it and ask all these other people." A
No.
lot of it is just like unnecessary, first of all.
It, how do you go through life? I genuinely don't understand. It's like, how do you make a decision? Do
I
people
I
just
think
don't make
I think a lot of
decisions?
people just aren't good at making decisions.
But do they end up making the decision?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, people who have lack of urgency, and no offense, like I'm an urgent person, okay? Like, I think I'm the
Yeah,
most
to be fair, I feel like most everything is urgent to you. Like if
yes,
it is on your to-do list, it's urgent.
correct. Like, I have the urgent I have more urgency than most human beings. Okay, like, I recognize that, I know that about myself, but, like, the people who just are, like, nonchalant, the
Mm,
nonchalant folks that are like, "Nah, meh, what is going on?" Like, do you not get anxiety from the open to-do list, or do you have too much anxiety that you can't commit? Like, I that's crazy to me.
mhm. It's even crazier when it's actually like their responsibility to make a decision or do something, but you are affected by them. Like, you're, like, trying to kinda help them make a
Yes.
decision. You're like, "You know, this is, like, if you don't make a decision on this, it's, like, not gonna go well." And they're like, "Hmm." I'm like, "I shouldn't be so stressed out on your behalf, but I am."
Right? I'm like, "What do you need to make the decision? You have all the tools. You have all the information. Just choose. Pick.
Yeah.
Go for it." Like, I guess that's true. It's like, I guess a lot of people have
Decision paralysis.
great word. Great word.
Decision paralysis. Yep. It's so funny because I feel like a lot of times I can be really bad at making decisions, and it's usually about things that don't matter. Like, when it does matter and
Yeah.
it is important, I'm better at, like, making a decision
Yeah.
quickly, but when it's not that big of a deal, I'm like, I don't know."
Maybe I'm, like, too much of a decision maker. Like, I feel like I will commit to a decision, and if it fails, I'm like, "Fuck it. I'll fix it." Like,
Yeah. But at least you committed to something.
I do, and I stand on it, and then I'm like, maybe I fucked up." And then I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to fix it."
But you're like, see, but that also just shows that you take accountability. And I think a lot of people are fearful of like taking accountability for something that has gone bad because they're like, oh, I was responsible for making this decision and I made the decision and it wasn't a good one. And now I have to be accountable for that. Like, it's like this whole like
Oh,
anxiety for them versus being like, I'm just going to own this. I'm going to own the decision that I made. It might not work out, but we're not going to know unless we try it.
yeah. And you know what? Is this therapy? Shout out to my therapist. Like, she's always said, like, you can only make the best decision given the information you have at the time.
Yeah, you've said this before.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. I know this one.
I literally live and die by that statement.
Yeah.
God bless. Thank you. Spending all the money for you in my mental health. Something I value. But no, I literally live and die by that statement because not that it takes like the pressure off. It's more about like I did the best I fucking could,
Mhm,
and I'm gonna be okay with doing the best that I can.
mhm.
And I'm gonna stand on I did the best that I can in the moment. Like, if I had all the information that I have now, I probably would have made a different decision, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And I made the decision and I'm going forward and like we're gonna fix it and it's gonna be fine. Like,
Mhm.
well, it may not be fine, but it'll be okay. Like, things move on.
Yeah.
Time passes. Like,
It's funny when you say, like, that your hot take is like you really just can't stand a person who has lack of urgency because I feel like specifically in like work and light of like decision making on a team, it's a little bit different than, let's say, someone who has like lack of urgency on the road, right? Like when
Mm,
you're driving behind someone who's going 10 under the speed limit and is not really knowing what they're doing and you're getting mad at them, like they don't know what you're up to, where you have to go, and that you're late or that they need to get out of your way. Like they just are existing. And not to say that they don't also make me mad. But like, at least they don't have no context
yeah,
for what you're experiencing.
yeah.
But then when you look at it this way, like the way you were talking about it, where it's more of like you're on a team and you're working on something collectively and they just have no urgency to make any decision about it. It's like this affects literally all of us and you know this. So what's going on here? Like what is happening in your head right now?
Exactly. Like to me, the fear of disappointment of others fuels my urgency to get it done. Like I could not let the people down. Like
Yeah.
that actually is more terrifying than it is to make the decision.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, it's done. Decision's been made,
Mhm.
and therefore people can move around the decision I made instead of being like, ooh, well, like I don't think I've ever said those words before in my life. Actually, I just had a visceral reaction.
Oh, that is a hot
Yeah,
take.
it's pretty spicy about it.
No, it's funny though because I would love to hear the flip side of it. Like I
Yes.
want cuz I don't think I'm the best person to say like this is why it's happening or why they're doing that. Like look at the bigger picture because I'm also very much a person who goes, you got two options. One, two,
So pick one or two.
pick one or two.
5, 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have time to create a three.
No, you got
So
2, and these
just
are 2 best
I
options.
made this
So
as simple for you as possible. No, truly, like that's how I am. I would love to hear like the flip side of it from someone who maybe knows that they take time and that they want to really marinate on things and invent an option 3 and 4 that nobody knew about
yeah, okay, right?
to then discuss.
At a very inopportune time.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like and I'm not trying to fight these
No,
people. I
no, no.
actually do want to know like what is your thought process behind this?
Because I don't have that thought. Like I don't have the capability to think like that.
Yeah.
Therefore, it annoys me because I don't understand and I can't understand. So I would like to understand.
Yeah.
Teach me
Yeah.
so I don't
And
have to be
maybe
annoyed
yeah,
anymore.
maybe you can instill some patience in Chess.
Please. I don't have it. Like 0% patience.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Well, we're hoping that we can finally start doing some more episodes.
know.
Life is just lifing
It's
as per
lifing.
usual, and we're not going anywhere. We're just a little inconsistent right now because life. Also, you were literally in Portugal, and then I was also in Colorado, and then all the things. So,
And then all the things.
yeah.
And then it will continue. But
And
we're
and it
gonna
will
do our
continue.
best.
Yes.
We're thinking about it.
Yes.
We're
And
not
we're thinking about you.
Yeah, we're thinking about we do. Every time we're like, "Fuck, we should have done that. Oh, we need to do this."
Ah,
So,
we gotta get back. We gotta get back.
We do.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time.
next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.